Woo, yikes. Look at this hair. Got a nice little zit happening. You know what I love about these is that I don't have to wear any makeup. It can be in my pajamas, and it is what it is. Hey Mila moms, it's Pallavi with another mommy memoir. It is August, and as always, I really love doing these, and I like to keep it 100 with you guys. I want to start off this video by sharing a not so pleasant story, but something that I think all of you should hear, and that is my COVID scare that I had. Okay, I know that was a cliffhanger. COVID scare, what is she talking about? So first off, let me say that we have been very careful. We've done everything right. We've stayed at home as much as possible. We're working from home, and we do grocery delivery. We have wipes and hand sanitizer everywhere in our bags, in the car. We wear masks constantly. And with that being said, I woke up one day last week with shortness of breath, pain in my chest, and it was starting to tingle down my right arm. And then the right side of my back started to hurt. And it was all on my right side, which was very strange. So I had no other symptoms, but just to be very careful even further and double down on the caution, I sort of self-quarantined in the house for a couple of days. I scheduled a COVID test, and while I was waiting for my results, I wore a mask around the house. I couldn't hold my child for a couple of days face to face, which was really, really unfortunate, and it was really sad. Ate separately, I slept separately, and long story short, I was negative, thank goodness. What I did realize was that what happened in my body was a manifestation of a lot of stress of the pandemic. We're on month 5, and there's been a lot of change in my psychological, emotional capacity and, bandwidth with the uprising against racial injustice. And even though I'm fully committed to this movement, I also have had a lot of things come up for me personally within that. All of my BIPOC brothers and sisters, you're not alone. I'm here if you want to talk. And to all of our allies, keep doing the work. We need you. And this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. If we can all sort of pull together here, I think that we're better off. So that's that. Now on to the mommy hacks. Okay, so one of the things that I have done to cut costs during this time, because we are down one income and down 20% on the other, is that everything that we've needed for baby girl as she grows, to engage her, to feed her, to clothe her, to any gadgets that we need, anything like that, is Facebook Marketplace. I love Facebook Marketplace. I love the Facebook mommy groups that I've found in my neighborhood. I have not had to really buy any pieces of clothing for my kid in the last 6 months because everybody's just been so generous, and they're so willing to give all of their outgrown clothing pieces and stuff. And also we picked up a new walker for her so that she can start learning how to balance, because she's been cruising a little bit. But to encourage her, I found a Pewee, I think is how you say it. You'll see the photo popping up right about now. A walker that is sort of multifunctional as she grows. And I found it for $20. Somebody was giving it away for $20 on Facebook Marketplace, and it was 5 minutes away from my house. So I jumped in the car last night with my mask on, and I went over there. She left it out on the porch, contactless pickup. I put it in the car. We came home and wiped it down with the Lysol, and we washed our hands, and there we go. Okay, so all of you avid MiLOWE readers like myself, I'm sure have seen Callie's awesome guide to Palm Springs for families, and I, for one, can't wait to use it when we finally make our way out there and my kid is a little bit older and can sit still at a restaurant for more than 30 minutes. But I wanted to introduce all of you, if you didn't know about it already, another getaway, which is more for like the secluded, peaceful, quiet getaway for the family, but it's called Pine Mountain Club, and it's just 1 hour north of the city 3 off of the 5. And we went up there a couple of weeks ago with a couple of friends of ours that are part of our quarantine. And, we chilled out on the wraparound deck because it's cool in the evenings, and during the day it is warm and you can go for a hike or a walk. Depending on how old your kids are, you can either throw them in the stroller and go walking around the neighborhood or down a walking path, throw them on your back and do the same in the carrier. And they even have this amazing waterfall hike that our friends did that we weren't able to go on because she's only a year old. But we can't wait to go back, and perhaps we can take grandma with us so that she can watch the baby and we can go on the waterfall hike. So long story short, the house was cute. We made sure to find an Airbnb host that was following really stringent COVID-19 cleaning policies. And we just had a really lovely time. We made food. There's a couple of cafes that are, not too far of a drive if you wanted to order in and bring food back. But it was really all about the getaway and the quiet and the, kind of change of scenery. Because, just north of the city, who knew that you could get the woodsy, lovely, cozy feeling that you would get from going to Big Bear without having to drive as far. So I wanted to end this memoir by saying I hope everybody is healthy and safe at home with their families. If you're able to donate to relief funds, do so. If you're able to donate to organizations fighting against racial injustice, do so. Get your kids great books like A is for Activist and Anti-Racist Baby, and I Love Myself, which is another wonderful book. Whose Toes Are Those, which is a little book about a brown girl that has cute little toes, and it really is like just the sweetest book. All of these books that have a diverse representation of children and their experience is just so important. I mean, I wish I had had these books whenever I was growing up, but I'm just really glad that my child can have them, and I hope that you all get them and enjoy them as well. So I'll leave you by saying, please wear a mask. The LA Times recently reported that California became the first state to surpass 600,000 cases of coronavirus. So wear a mask. This thing is real and it does not discriminate. It's the absolute least that we can do. Thanks. I'll see you guys next month.